Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt that pang in your chest? That sinking feeling that you're falling behind, that everyone else is living their dream life while you're stuck struggling to make ends meet? Yeah, me too. But here's the truth they don't tell you: what you see isn't always what's real. And comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel? It's a fast track to sabotaging your financial future. So today, I'm going to show you how to stop comparing your finances to others and start building the kind of wealth that truly matters. And trust me, this is a game changer. Stay with me until the end because I'll share one surprising mindset shift that'll blow your mind. Ready? Let's go. Point 1, the illusion of having it all. Host, let's start with a truth bomb: most of what you see online is staged. That influencer with the designer handbag? They might be drowning in credit card debt. The friend with the new Tesla? Could be leased beyond their budget. Social media is the perfect breeding ground for financial FOMO. But what you're comparing yourself to isn't always the truth, it's a carefully curated illusion. Host, quick question: if I post a picture of me with a private jet tomorrow, would you believe I own it? Pause, exactly. Don't fall for the smoke and mirrors. Transition. So, if comparing ourselves to illusions isn't working, how do we shift focus? It starts with redefining what wealth really means to you. Point 2, define your own version of wealth. Visual, host walking in a peaceful park, notebook in hand. Host, let's be real for a second. What does wealth actually look like for you? Is it the freedom to travel? Owning your own home? Or maybe it's simply having peace of mind knowing your bills are covered? The key is to stop letting society dictate your goals and start setting ones that resonate with your values. Emotional trigger, excitement. Host, here's the exciting part: when you focus on your version of success, you free yourself from the constant comparison trap. And guess what? That's when you start winning, because your journey is finally about you. Cliffhanger. Host, but defining your goals is just the start. What about when that nagging voice of insecurity sneaks back in? Here's how to silence it for good. Point 3, the danger of keeping up. Visual, host at a coffee shop, doodling on a napkin. Host, did you know the average American carries over $90,000 in debt? Much of it comes from trying to keep up with others. That's the trap of comparison. You're spending money you don't have, to impress people you don't even like, for a lifestyle that doesn't make you happy. Pattern interrupt, host raises a mug. Host, here's a thought: would you rather have a latte or an actual retirement plan? Choose wisely. Transition. Host, so how do we escape this cycle? By building habits that make comparing impossible. Let's dive into that next. Point 4, focus on your financial habits. Visual, host working at a desk, creating a budget on a laptop. Host, the best antidote to comparison is action. When you're laser focused on your own progress, like building an emergency fund, paying down debt, or investing, you simply don't have time to care about anyone else's journey. Emotional trigger, urgency. Host, here's the urgency: every day you spend comparing yourself is a day you're not taking steps toward your goals. Don't let someone else's timeline delay your success. Transition, and speaking of timelines, let's talk about patience, because real wealth doesn't happen overnight. Point 5, embrace the power of patience. Visual, time-lapse of plants growing. Host, here's the hard truth: building wealth takes time. And that's okay. You're not in a race, you're building a foundation for a lifetime. Comparison tells you to rush, but patience reminds you that slow and steady wins every time. Pattern interrupt, host holds up a sand timer. Host, think of it this way: would you rather have instant noodles or a gourmet meal? Exactly. The best things, financial freedom included, take time. Cliffhanger. Host, now, before we wrap up, there's one final mindset shift you need to make, and it's the most powerful of all. Point 6. Gratitude as a game changer. Visual, host journaling in a cozy setting. Host, gratitude might sound cheesy, but it's a game changer. When you're grateful for what you have, you stop obsessing over what others do. It's like flipping a switch in your brain. Suddenly, their success doesn't diminish yours, it inspires it. Emotional trigger, inspiration. Host, and here's the best part, gratitude rewires your mindset to attract abundance. When you appreciate the little wins, the big ones start rolling in. Trust me on this. Conclusion, Act 3, the resolution. Host, so, what have we learned today? Comparison is the thief of joy and the enemy of financial success. The key is to focus on your journey, to define your goals, build habits, and practice gratitude every step of the way. Pattern interrupt, host points to the camera. Host, here's a question, are you ready to stop comparing and start thriving? If so, take that first step today. And if you're wondering what's next, check out my video on how to build wealth in your 20s. I'll meet you there. Let's keep this momentum going. One of the most remarkable aspects of gratitude is its ability to transform our perspective on challenges and hardships. While it may seem counterintuitive, finding reasons to be grateful during difficult times can be a profound source of strength and healing. Gratitude does not negate the reality of pain or struggle, rather, it helps us find meaning and growth within those experiences. By focusing on what we have learned, the support we have received, or the resilience we have developed, we can turn adversity into an opportunity for personal transformation. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater grace. The physical benefits of gratitude are equally compelling. Research has shown that gratitude can improve sleep quality, boost immune function, and reduce stress levels. These effects are likely linked to the way gratitude influences our mental and emotional state. By promoting positive emotions and reducing negative ones, gratitude helps regulate the body's stress response, leading to better overall health. For example, people who keep a gratitude journal often report feeling calmer and more centered, which can contribute to better sleep and a stronger immune system. These physical benefits highlight the interconnectedness of our mind and body, demonstrating how a positive mindset can have tangible effects on our well-being. Incorporating gratitude into our daily lives does not require grand gestures or significant time commitments. Simple practices, such as keeping a gratitude journal, writing thank you notes, or taking a moment each day to reflect on what we are grateful for, can have a profound impact over time. The key is consistency and intentionality. Like any habit, the practice of gratitude becomes more natural and ingrained with regular effort. Over time, it can become a default way of thinking, influencing how we approach life and interact with others. One of the challenges of practicing gratitude is overcoming the negativity bias, a psychological tendency to focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. This bias likely evolved as a survival mechanism, helping our ancestors identify and respond to threats. However, in today's world, it can lead to a skewed perception of reality, where the positive aspects of life are overshadowed by the negative. Gratitude acts as a counterbalance to this bias, training our minds to notice and appreciate the good. This does not mean ignoring or denying problems, rather, it involves cultivating a more balanced and nuanced perspective that acknowledges both the positive and the negative. Gratitude is also a deeply personal and individual practice. What brings one person a sense of gratitude may be different from what resonates with someone else. This individuality makes gratitude a uniquely adaptable and inclusive practice, one that can be tailored to suit our personal values, beliefs, and experiences.